Oh, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our live podcast. Go ahead right off the bat and smash that like button. Whether you're catching us live or on the replay, we appreciate you. Hit that like button for us. It really does help us out. This is another episode of your favorite nerdy podcast where we talk about everything pop culture, including comic books, movies, and anime. And that, of course, being ComicXWeeb. I am your co-host, James, aka Comics for Cheap, aka hashtag Send It to James, aka 24 down and 26 to go to hit those Bill Cosby numbers. And I got my co-host here with me.
It's your boy Chris, aka. Come on, James, music time, brother. Come on, brother.
Music time, all right.
Music time. Black Santa, aka. Well, I guess 24 isn't just my favorite basketball player. It's Kobe Bryant's favorite number 2 at the point right now. AKA Super Cold. Seriously, that man really need to stop. What? What's sponsored by nobody. Still don't got no gosh diggity darn sponsors yet.
Okay, just still nobody out there, but it's coming. One day we'll be sponsored by
it's
Disney,
coming, bro.
And
this is how we're gonna know we truly made it when we get a raise. I think it's the game's called like Raise the Shadow or whatever that you see every YouTuber have a sponsor of. Once they start sponsoring us, then we know we've truly made it.
The other sponsors that you always see, like when people are like, all right, and this video is made
Manscaped.
by
If you're a man YouTuber, Manscaped, yeah.
Manscaped is one of them. Keeps. Mm-hmm. It's always Keeps, that fucking hair shit. And then Hims. I see Hims a lot, the Viagra knockoff.
As well as that, like, I forgot what it's called. Is the wallet. The wallet that's easy. That one too. Yeah.
See, all these things could be sponsoring us, man. I don't know what the hell.
I said, bro, it'll happen soon. Real soon.
All right, so we have a great hour planned for you guys today. We're gonna hit heavy on The Boys, so if you guys are not caught up on The Boys as of the first 3 episodes of season 3, this is just kind of an early spoiler alert. Once we get to it, you might want to watch them and then come back and chill with us, because that's kind of what we're going to be talking about heavy on the back half. But on the first half, I got some topics written out here, Chris.
Okay.
I got some topics for us that we have to go over. We have to hit these things because, I mean, it's just been, there was so much going on this last week that I was like, I have to start writing it down. It's ridiculous. All right. So first of all, what I want to go over is the whole Morbius situation.
Which, we were talking back behind the scenes, and I didn't even know that this was happening because I wouldn't think this would be happening. But all right.
It's so hilarious and it's amazing. And I know a lot of people have talked about it, but I just want to get your reaction as well. So Morbius re-released to theaters. And you might be saying, James,
why though? But why though?
But why? There was this like super trending it's Morbin time meme that went around the internet. And
it's Morbin time? What the?
Yeah, so I guess it was like so ridiculous that some people thought it was actually in the movie, and then other people were like, that would be hilarious. And then when the news of Morbius,
does he turn to a Power Ranger afterwards?
Right. Well, when the news that like Morbius 2 got greenlit, even Jared Leto got in on the joke and like pretended to open a script that said Morbius 2, it's Morbin time. Like it was this whole thing. It was a whole big joke. It's trending, blah blah blah. And Sony was like, obviously, they want Morbius. They love Morbius. It's like that scene in Spider-Man 3 where Peter Parker is at the parade and he's like, they love me. They love me. Right. So that's Sony. He's like, they love Morbius. Oh my God. So they re-released. Could you guess how much money that they made on the re-release?
On the re-release?
On the re-release, yeah. Just the re-release.
$5. You may ask yourself, how would you even come with that number? Tickets don't even cost that low. Yeah, they had to give some money back to the people that went in there and saw it. No, That's just, 1,200.
It was a little more than that. All right, so it was $80-something thousand that they made
Oh, it's a lot more than that.
across 1,000 theater re-release, which means that each theater made on average $80 on the re-release weekend. And oh my god, that shit cracks me up so much because like tickets have gone up to almost between $15 and $20 just depending.
Yeah.
So that means like on average 3 or 4 people per
Mm-hmm.
theater went to go back and see. So of course Sony quickly repulled the movie and announced that it's coming out for on digital or whatever. Like they made that the new thing that
So
they're
they was
trying to
like,
push.
it's Morbin time means they want Morpheus more. Hell yeah, put him back in theaters. Then they looked at the numbers, was like, oh shit, they really didn't want him at all.
Dude, they
Oh.
got trolled so hard. They got like I just don't understand like who is running this damn company.
I don't understand how a troll moment like that even happens to you. What? Like I agree with you. Who's running this company, and who would make you believe? Like, how would you believe that? Considering how the movie did to begin with, why would all of a sudden one little tiny, even if it had to do with your movie legitly, why would you think one little catchphrase mean they want to see your movie again?
Just because Morbius itself,
it would make me think they're making fun of it, and they
oh
don't.
yeah, for sure. Well, so that just kind of proves how out of touch the Sony executives are with what's actually going on, especially like on the internet or whatever. So
that's fair.
You got it. Yeah, I'm picturing like some old ass people, like 60s, like just checking their smartphone. Oh, Morbius is trending. That must mean they need more Morbius.
Hold on. Getting their grandchildren to help them check their smartphones.
Yes, right. Yeah, they had to call up Richard.
Yo, Jimmy, get over here.
With Happy Grandma, they were like, "Happy Grandma, I need to check my Twitter,"
mm-hmm.
and he came and helped him out. So yeah, so they got trolled epically, and I love it. I'm here for it. That's so funny to me, like how bad. And it started bringing up some old stuff with the Sony company in general as well. Like when they went back they found some leaked emails when they were making the Amazing Spider-Man 2 sequel, trying to get in touch with the youth of the time. So they were just like, if there is a leaked email out there, I don't remember exactly what it says. All I remember is reading it and just like kind of cringing because I was just like, oh my god, they're so out of touch. They don't understand. They're talking about like Spider-Man having a Snapchat or whatever, and like just all this like weird shit. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad this shit did not make it to the movie because it's like these people need to be stopped. They will like hire some young people. It's not ageism to fucking hire people of a certain age that know shit about other people of that same age. So 60-year-olds are never going to always know what 15 to 20-year-olds want, and that's true.
Even
like
if you're that greedy and don't want to pay the younger generation, each of y'all have younger generation people y'all can go to and just ask questions, and just ask questions, and you'll get all the answers, and then combine. Y'all go, like 5 or 6 of y'all go ask some damn questions to your grandkids or whatever. And then after it's over, you come together and you see which answers were similar. And then it's like, okay, well, these are more similar to today's youth because you're going to get a lot of similar type things when you talk to youth. So it's like, all right, these are more similar. And I don't mean go to like damn children and shit. I mean, go to some 20-year-olds, like at least be more versatile. And then it's like, bam, we go from there. But no, let's re-release Morpheus because that's what they want.
If they have 100 more $80,000 weekends, Morbius will hit that $1 billion mark.
That's facts, though. They just gotta try harder.
They just gotta
try a little bit harder, man.
Oh shit! And speaking of Sony, Sony has decided that even though there were a lot of talks, and I'm pretty sure that we went over this on the podcast, they came to an agreement that they were going to send their Spider-Man material, Spider-Man movies, everything like that to Disney Plus for streaming. Sony apparently has decided to backtrack that and has released The Amazing Spider-Man 1 to Netflix, which will that spark a trend for the rest of the movies? Will it not? I don't know. But as of right now,
they didn't have any contracts, I guess, written up.
I really don't know. I thought that they had come to an agreement. I thought that that was what was being reported. Maybe it was just for the ones that are technically MCU, although since Andrew Garfield appeared in the Spider-Man
Yeah, so how
No
does
Way
that work
Home,
then?
like I guess technically he is now MCU. I really don't know how it works, but
Well, okay.
uh
So no, maybe I do because again, when it comes to these things, I've look at them. At least I'm at least trying to somewhat compare the video game aspect of it because copyright and
okay.
this stuff is insane. But okay, so like for instance, a character that I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. He did is it Todd McFarlane?
For which one? Which
Is
game?
it Todd McFarlane? He did
Yeah,
Spawn.
Todd. Yeah,
Yeah,
Todd
okay.
McFarlane. Yeah.
I don't know why I was blanking on his name, but yeah,
No, it's all
Todd
good.
McFarlane. I know. I was just blanking for some reason though. But anyway, he made a character for Soul Calibur 3.
Okay.
And he also gave them Spawn as well in that game. But the character has not been in another Soul Calibur game because he still owned the rights to them.
Mm,
And they would have to, even though this character was put into their game, created in their game, and is part of the game's lore, like
right.
literally an original character for that game, and was made into the lore, they can't put him in any other game without going through him first. So maybe this is similar, where even though
Mm,
he showed up in Disney Spider-Man or whatever, he's technically still Sony's. So
right.
unless they go through them, they don't have to worry about it, and they can just put him somewhere else.
Honestly, Spider-Man I think is really what's keeping Sony afloat, like period. I mean, as far as the company as a whole,
Movie
like
wise,
you
yeah.
look at, I mean, movie-wise, game-wise almost. I mean, you look at the play, look, there's a reason they don't want to share the Spider-Man game even. They don't even want to share that. It's only for
I mean,
PlayStation.
there's a lot. I can't go with that one game wise because there's a lot of Sony games exclusives that are
Uh-huh.
really good. So I don't know,
Okay.
man. Like even like here's one of them: Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 was Sony exclusive. Street Fighter 6 looks like it's going to be Sony exclusive again.
Okay.
And despite how bad of a original launch it had, Street Fighter literally was able to put out content for like 5 or 6 years because of how the game like sold well though.
Mm. Okay.
So I don't know. They got their stuff. I think
I
they're
mean, they
fine.
have a lot of stuff. They have like their speakers, they got their
Plus, you still
headphones,
got
they got
PlayStation too, like the whole PlayStation aspect of it. So I don't know, game wise at
yeah,
least.
the PlayStation, musical
Yeah,
equipment, movies. I mean, it just seems like though, when you talk about like top of the line for any of that,
yeah.
Sony is really never in the conversation. I mean,
Mm.
besides PlayStation, obviously, PlayStation is top of is it's PlayStation and
I don't
Xbox.
know.
The
Maybe you
two
can make
main.
an argument that the Nintendo. You can make an argument for Nintendo, and hell, even for the future, you could probably make an argument for Microsoft with their big purchases. I don't know, but you got a point. You got points.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like it's one of those things. Like Sony, you recognize the name, but are they like
Of
top in
course,
quality?
true.
For a lot of that stuff. I just don't know. So they're being pretty petty, it seems. I feel like it was a petty move to send it to Netflix, especially with Netflix not being uh quite the hottest name in streaming anymore.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
what it used to be. Netflix was king, but
oh, for
not anymore.
sure.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Not anymore. Not with the huge amount of shit that they've done, the stock crash, the everything. People are predicting the death of Netflix, which could it happen? It would be kind of wild to see the rise and death of a company that took out another company. You know what I mean? Like Blockbuster died because of Netflix, and then like Netflix dies because they just can't keep current. And so like I don't know. I feel like our generation, me and you, Chris, like people in their 30s, maybe early 40s or whatever, have just seen a lot more of this, like just the rise and death of companies that just because technology just keeps improving at such an exponential rate. It's just wild. It really
Yeah.
is a crazy thing to witness and bear hold to. But I guess we just have to wait and see what happens with the whole Netflix situation. But I still feel like it was a very petty move by Sony to send that one to Netflix.
It is. It really is. It really is. Oh, real quick. Then we go on to the next topic, probably. But I do want to bring this up super quick. Even though it ain't the day yet, it's just because I've been like answering these questions to other people online, and it's been really fun. But
Okay.
we was having somebody asked me a question of like who is the worst like contract I can think of or whatever.
Okay.
And it made me think of like, I'm not saying it's the worst ever, but it's the worst that come to my mind in recent events, really. And it's Bobby Bagnani, basically, because his day is coming July 1st. It's basically, any sports fans know what that means. It's Happy Bobby Bagnani Day. And basically,
Okay.
the situation is he's getting paid $1.9 million from the Mets, the baseball team, the Mets, until he's 72 years old.
What? For what?
So in the earlier
How do I not know about this?
I don't know. Honestly, I am kind of shocked because you do know sports, so you know a little bit about sports. You should know that.
Yeah, it's I don't
But
know.
yeah, you could Google it too if you want later or whatever. But so in earlier 2000s, he had his contract with the Mets, and they wanted him to be gone. And it was time for them. They wanted to part ways. All they had to pay, keep this in mind, was $5.9 million. Just buy him out, give him that money.
Yeah.
Because the year already started, so he got that money. So just pay out the rest of his years, 5.9, and then he's gone. Don't have to ever worry about him again. But some reason, the Mets was like, you know what? We're going to push your contract and pay you in a different way. There was some, I can't remember what the situation was, but there was some investment they had that they wanted to put all their focus on. And they was like, it's going to make us even more billionaire than what we are. It did not work out at all. But they was thinking it was. So they made it where he would not get paid into 2011. But when he got paid in 2011, the contract would actually go on all the way until 2035.
What the hell?
I don't understand how a $6 million contract has now become this, but now they have to pay him every July 1st, $1.9 million instantly put to his bank account all the way into 2035. He will be 72 years old when it finally starts.
I would be partying so hard. Are you kidding me? They're like, oh my God.
And he was a
$2
good
million
player.
a year?
He got a championship. He was a 6-time All-Star. Dude, I would be like, my life is perfect. This is all I ever needed in life.
I'm sure he is vacationing
was like,
forever.
He was like, yeah, I'll take that. No problem. I'll take that deal.
Yeah.
He thought the smart game. He was like, yeah, okay. Y'all don't have to pay me the next couple of years. I know it's going to happen as soon as 2011 hit. It's all good.
God, $2 million a year. Can you imagine? Oh my God, I cannot imagine. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If we're gonna roll on sports a little bit, we got to talk about how Connor McDavid got swept. Oilers lose 4 in a row to Colorado. As far as
this is
as
what
far
me
as
and you were
NHL
talking
goes.
about Thursday, wasn't it? He goes
It
down.
was what we were talking about on the phone. And listen, I was looking at it again. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way in the world that Connor McDavid stays with the Oilers. There's just no fucking way. This kid who is 24 now, I think, is often compared by the media, by announcers, whoever, it doesn't matter, but even by other players, other teams will even say it, that they're saying like he's the next Wayne Gretzky. He's not putting up the same numbers, but it is a different era. Like scoring is a little bit different. The goalies are not just wearing a Jason mask anymore. So it's not like you could just shoot for their head and then they get scared for a second, and you know what I mean. So it's a little bit different. So,
but he's still putting up excellent.
He's still putting up excellent numbers. He's still leading the league in goals. He's still killing it since he was 18 years old and the number 1 overall pick. He's only making $1 million a year.
Yeah, he is grossly underpaid. Like, oh my God.
Woo! Now NHL players don't get paid some outstanding numbers like baseball, football, basketball, but $1 million a year is low even still for the greatest NHL player at the time, right? There are regularly other players getting paid $3 to $7 million a year. Like it's not.
You know how angry I would be if I was him.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm playing everybody, and yet I'm getting paid like dirt. And then, like I asked you before, I'm still confused. Like if it's a rookie contract, and like you said, this dude basically been in the league for like 7 years, right? So no rookie contract lasts that long. It don't go past like 5 years like that. A rookie contract is usually like 3 to 4 years at most. Then you choose to resign. So if he somehow did that and re-signed and only got $1 million, he needs to talk to his agent and fire him and move on because your agent fucked you in the ass.
Yeah. I'm a little, I just can't, I am having a hard time believing it. I think he needs to go to a bigger city with a bigger salary cap. Let's get this boy in the States. You know what I mean? Like, get him out of Canada. Put him in California. Put him in New York. Put him in Florida. Wherever you got to put him to get that contract up. Because that's ridiculous. And also give him some defense because that's really what lost it for that team. The goalie was terrible. The defense was awful. There was really nothing. He can't. No one player can on any. It doesn't matter what team it is. No, unless you're Tom Brady, no one player can carry your team all the way. And Tom Brady don't have to play the same team 7 games in a row at the same time too, or best of 7, I guess I should say.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. It's like again the thrill and it's like both. It's like so interesting because in football it's like you got that one chance in the playoff and that's it. But you can make an argument. It's a lot harder when you have a series because it's so much easier to adjust to that person. And it's also easier for other teams to see what you did wrong. That's why when everybody talk about these players like, oh, man, he played this way and it got worse and worse to the playoff because teams was able to see what he was able to do in this 7-game series. So when he goes to the next round, it gets harder. It doesn't get easier because now they got even more film on you because it's just individual things they can focus on. It's different from an 82-game season. So you can make an argument it's harder, but it's 10 times more stressful in football, though, because you only got one shot.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's pros and cons on both sides. But exactly like you said, they definitely can. I mean, the same team, you got a game in between each game. I mean, a day in between each game to sit down and study film. Hey, here's where we fucked up. Here's what this guy is doing. Hey, look, he shoots at the same spot every fucking time. So when he's got the puck, now it's like you kind of know. So now every player has to readjust their game to game, just to be able to continue to play because you are playing the same team, and of course they're just as elite as you. They're in the same spot going forward in this and around the playoffs. So it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I was not so happy about that. I was not that I wasn't happy. It's just I was surprised, I guess I should say,
and just saddened for him to have to go home like that and be swept. That's just
swept.
If you're the best player in a game and you get swept and you're sent home that way, that has to be the worst feeling in the world. Like, damn.
And you only have $1 million to cry into too, so you got to get that contract out, bro.
You're a big time star. That's bad.
Yeah.
You need a whole lot more than that, bro. You can't you got these other guys living better. Now, again, I'm not dare comparing this dude to this man because this dude is on a whole nother level. As good as this player is, Aaron Donald has proven, and some even says he's the best player of all time. And you got Lawrence Taylor. Do I agree with that? I don't know, but I can see why you can make that argument for this man because he's on the whole nother level. Aaron Donald's something else. But he just got paid $40 more million.
I saw that. Now he's the highest paid non-quarterback.
So basically $95 million altogether, but he's guaranteed $60 million. And more than likely, he'll actually get his full $95 million. So that's just insane.
Rod says that the Reds are paying Ken Griffey Jr. on a similar deferred contract until 2024. This man hasn't played since 2010. Damn, is that common in baseball? Like, what the heck? That's kind of crazy.
For certain players and certain teams, yeah, it is. But the Bignani, like the Bobby one, is just like the dumbest thing ever. But he's right. I didn't even think about Ken Griffey's. His is fucking insane too. Iverson is different, but Reebok actually hooked him up.
Mm-hmm.
Iverson has I forgot what year. I think it's 2030 he can trigger it, but they put a trust fund for Iverson. So when when 2030 hits, he's going to get $32 million.
Shit. All right.
They did that for him because they wanted to make sure he was going to be okay in the future, and they was looking out for him as a human being.
Okay, cool.
I was like he talked about that before. He was like, they was looking out for him. It wasn't even a thing because they still pay him even though he don't do anything. Like I think $800,000 or something like that. Yeah, so Reebok looked out for AI. Really did.
Oh, Reebok, if you want to sponsor this shitty podcast, we're here for you. So
Hold on. This is not shitty. You
hit us up.
Your mouth. And how we gonna get sponsors if you already trashing us?
Hit us up in 2030. We'll take that. We'll take that money then.
Now, if they're gonna pay us like that, they can call me whatever they want to call me.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You know,
but don't you call us that until they tell us they want us to be called that.
Oh, got it. All right, so let's move on to my most favorite part of our news list here, and that is the fact that Winnie the Pooh is coming out with a horror movie.
What?
sometime in the near-ish future.
It's called
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is the name of this movie. And yes, it's real because Chris and I both thought that this shit was fake. And no, it's not. It's not fake. Let me show you a picture that was released.
I saw like something on YouTube about it. I was like, oh, this is fake, and I just kept going. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, this is fake.
Here we go. Right here.
What the?
This is Winnie the Pooh and Piglet about to eat somebody. I don't know.
Didn't see that one. What the heck?
Yeah, so basically what's going on is that the copyright or the trademark or whatever it is for Winnie the Pooh has expired. It's considered like a classic tale or classically written story or whatever that Disney had sunk their claws into. And just like every other classic tale, Cinderella, Frozen, Snow White, Peter Pan, whatever Disney has basically stolen and made money off of. Now, Winnie the Pooh is another one of those things. So the trademark for like the likeness, the characters, everything like that has come up. And so this one guy has decided, is a brand new director. This is his debut film. He's like, you know what I really want to do is make a completely awful Winnie the Pooh horror movie. Bro, so that's what this man is doing. He's out here living his dreams. Look at that face, though. Oh my god. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get a little bit of smut going on. Looks like a little hot tub scene happening. No. Hell, they're gonna kill him in the hot tub. Kill this bitch in the hot tub. I'm for it, bro. I am saying that this is probably gonna be the greatest film of the year, like Oscar worthy when it comes out. All right, so let's not jump to conclusions here, Chris.
No, I think I'm gonna jump to some conclusions here. When you look at that, it's like this is fake. Like you just look at that one right there, Winnie, and you're just like, yeah. You're just like, no, that's not real. That's fake. And you just go about your business. It's like, how do you take that serious? Don't get me wrong. Anything like of course you laugh at this stuff, but if that bastard came through your front door, you would be kind of worried. You know what I'm saying? That stuff
I'd be terrified.
Scary. But in a
movie,
motherfucker. I don't know how any of this I can take serious in the movie. How am I take it serious?
Look, I don't know.
Gonna be eating somebody? Come on, bro. Piglet, whatever. Come on, bro.
Piglet. Yeah, dude, that's how you get rid of bodies is you feed it to pigs. So of course they're gonna incorporate.
Is that what he's gonna do?
Oh, bro, that's how you do it, dude. You go feed the body to Piglet to get rid of the evidence, man. I'm telling you, this is genius horror writing right here.
But he's gonna talk, right?
Look, the movie basically, yeah, of course they're gonna talk.
Oh my god, what is his voice
basically
gonna be?
Writes themselves.
Is it gonna be demonic? Is it gonna be a regular voice? How is Winnie the Pooh voice gonna be scary? Like, what are you gonna do with his voice? Maybe that is gonna be scary because he's talking to you so calm. It's just scary. Yeah, you think there's any way they can get the people who actually did the Winnie the Pooh voice to be the voice actors?
I mean, he's still around. We just met him. Alexis and I met him in South Carolina and got him to sign some stuff.
You think he would do the movie?
You know what? I wish that we had known about this when we met him so we could have asked him. Because
of course you never thought to yourself, let me ask the guy who voices Winnie the Pooh. Would you do a horror movie? During Winnie the Pooh horror movie? Would you do that? Would you voice that?
Yeah, like, bro, like if they offered you some money, like the dude would probably be way too expensive for this terribly poorly budgeted movie. I'm sure.
How much is your soul worth? How much would it cost for you to voice this?
I mean, this the man. He not only voiced Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, but he also voiced like Darkwing Duck. I'm pretty sure he voiced something in Aladdin. Like he has voiced so
and did you see
many
any of them in a
ridiculous
horror
things.
movie?
No, because their copyright hasn't come up yet. But give it like a decade, Chris. We're gonna see all these motherfuckers in some movies. I'm telling you, like that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We're gonna get that shit. I think they actually already did that.
Good. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've already done Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as like a horror movie. But
I'm pretty sure they've done it another way too.
Yeah, porno. Yeah. Why are all the Seven Dwarfs black guys? All right, so this is weird. But no, the Winnie the Pooh, dude, I'm rooting for it. Like, I think this is the funniest fucking thing, and I just hope that I know it's gonna be terrible, but I hope that it's like the right amount of terrible. I think we should watch it on this podcast. Like when we get a leaked whatever, we should have a streaming party. We should go live, put it up or whatever, and just watch it all together. We'll get the popcorn out and watch this joint. So I'm super excited.
I'm 100%
Winnie the Pooh,
game for that.
Blood and Honey. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm
That's
100% game.
All right,
but,
so moving on.
So is real quick, one more. Is Chris gonna be like who Winnie the Pooh's hunting, or is he gonna be part of Winnie the Pooh's team?
I honestly don't know. I think we got like a small synopsis. All right, so it's called Blood and Honey. The first images suggest 3 versions of these images of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are a bit darker than you remember. But I don't think there's really been like a synopsis or anything released. Let's see. No, it just says that it's going to be a very violent, bloody horror movie about Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my god! Okay, we can move on. We'll probably, trust me, we'll have plenty of other opportunities to talk about this.
Yeah, as we get more information, don't worry, we're going to be the ones to give it to you. We're on the Winnie the Pooh watch over here on ComicXWeeb.
It's going to be my life now. Yep.
Oh shit! All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Miss Marvel hits Disney Plus tomorrow. All right, so let's move on. No,
okay. All right, next up.
Honestly, I didn't even know it was tomorrow. I don't know if like it was like poor marketing. They haven't fucking usually when a movie comes out or a show's about to come out, I see it everywhere. When I'm scrolling through my Instagram, when I'm on YouTube, every fucking ad in between videos is about it. Even on like when I'm on watching TV, there's usually at least something.
No, there was nothing for this. Because even with Hawkeye and
Hawkeye had a lot of.
Even Hawkeye had a whole. I was thinking they had a whole. I remember many times on YouTube where I would have to skip this crap because it would show up, but there was nothing on Miss Marvel, like nothing at all. I just known because I read across an article saying it was coming out.
Yeah, a group chat of mine was talking about like just Miss Marvel books, asking if we thought they were going to go up or down, and I was like probably down, but I don't know when the movies or when the show's coming out, and they're like, oh yeah, it's tomorrow, and I'm like, wait, what? Rob says, how depressed will Eeyore be to see Pooh become a murderer? You know what? I think that Eeyore is actually going to be like just up there killing people with all of them. I think all of them.
What if he's the reason he becomes a murderer? Like he gets killed, and Winnie the Pooh sees it, and it just breaks his heart, and he's just like, death to all humans.
It's ridiculous. Oh shit! Why are we now writing a new like the sequel? Like me and you are just gonna sit down while we're watching the Blood and
Honey. Taking out our pens and paper. We're just writing.
Yeah, we're just fucking like writing notes like. Like, oh bro, the sequel's coming soon. Don't worry, we got it right here.
Yep. It's coming.
Shit. All right, so whatever. I'll watch it. I'll let you know how it is. But
100%.
Apparently,
you're watching it.
Yeah. The early reviews for it have been surprisingly good. I don't want to feed into it. I've already said I don't want to pass judgment early because I'm probably not going to relate to a show focused on a teenage girl. Yeah. That's just facts. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying I'm probably not going to relate as much to it. But it is good to see that it's not being fucking review bombed before it's even dropped. So that's good. I don't know whether or not I like it or not. doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just it's out there. I'm glad that the reviews are positive so far. So we'll just leave it at that. I'll leave my judgment. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow when it comes out, or at 3 a.m. or whatever. I hate that Disney Plus doesn't fucking release shit on East Coast time. Just by the way, that is a first world problem to its fullest. I hate the fact that Disney Plus does not release shit on East Coast time.
Yeah, I'm with you. Until they want to advertise us, and then we praise and worship everything they do. But until then, absolutely, it's bull crap, and it ain't even more convenient.
I'm saying, bro, like I ain't in California. That state is fucking expensive as shit. Fuck California. Fuck that whole state. You know, cater to them and release it at midnight California time. It's like 3. I ain't staying up till 3 a.m. for Miss Marvel. That's fucking.
As a Laker fan, I don't know if I can say that, but okay, I got you. I'm a New Yorker, so I got to worry about New York. As a Laker fan, I don't know if I could just be like California like that, but I got you.
I'm just saying for the time difference, I'm not on board. We need to be more like is it China, the country that doesn't believe in time zones?
Yeah.
It is China. Yeah, we need to be like China and just not have time zones. Just everything fucking releases on East Coast time, and West Coast can deal with it being bright as fuck at 9 o'clock at night. All right, so
all right.
From there, I think I need to look up some trailers because we had some trailer releases.
Okay.
I think the first one is Sandman. So let me see if I can find it. So Sandman is being released on Netflix.
Okay. Which I don't think Sandman's that interesting. But
bro, I'm with you. Like, I don't know a lot about it because I'm not a huge Neil Gaiman fan in general. So for me, the Sandman universe comics, it never really did it for me. A lot of stuff Vertigo really didn't do it for me, but Sandman in particular, I just really couldn't get behind. And then, and I'm with that as far as most of his novels, except for Coraline. Coraline I thought was fucking genius, but everything else I'm just kind of like, eh. But let's go ahead and see, because I haven't seen this trailer. I don't think you've seen this trailer, so we're gonna go ahead and fucking share it and let's see.
Okay.
I'm the king of dreams, ruler of the nightmare realm.
What are you doing here, Etty?
He's coming, isn't he? Yeah. Morpheus. Tiamira Naxa. You know the Sandman.
He's a fairy, Etty.
Please. Please.
Good to know.
Open your hands now!
All right, hold on. Is he just naked carrying around like handfuls of sand? Is that what's going on?
They're trying to make it epic as hell, and you just like ruin it for them. What are you doing, Jerry? They're trying to make it so epic, and you're just like, is he just naked? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Okay, so also, like, we got to stop this trend of all trailers having the same fucking music where it's like, like it's the same.
And why are they doing it so much in this one movie? Trailer.
Look at him. He's just naked in a sandstorm. That's gotta hurt your dick, bro. Sand hurts, bro. I'm saying, man.
Forgive me, sire of the palace, the realm. They are not as you left them. With you gone, the realm began to decay and crumble.
The dreams and nightmares no longer seem to recognize the monster. We'll remind them. He's free. He's out of his cage.
August 5th. On Netflix. All right. Well, okay. All right. How do we feel about that?
I don't even know what I really just watched. It was meant to be epic, I guess.
The Sandman trailer was not about the Spider-Man villain.
No, it was not.
No, it was not.
No,
Unfortunately,
this ain't about
that might have been a
Spideys.
little bit better.
Yeah, it would have
Ms.
been. I
Marvel
would have been
asked,
a little more interested if it was that Sandman.
fucking Al Jazeera Network. Jesus Christ.
You know, a lot of people probably like got confused thinking that that could be the Spider-Man Sandman too, though.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't think Sandman is like a very. I mean, as far as it's like it's borderline independent because DC threw it to Vertigo, so it was like it was in that weird time where DC like I don't know. It was strange. So I don't think it's the most popular comic book.
No.
I feel like I could say that with full confidence.
I
It's not a
feel
very
like,
popular
yeah,
comic
yeah,
or
I'm
graphic
very sure
novel.
it is.
I know it's like critically acclaimed, just like the fucking trailer said. So critics, you know, have a
But
hard
that
on
doesn't
for it.
actually mean that you're big time or well known whatsoever.
Right. It's just that it was early indies. Like right now, a lot of critics are loving indies that are going on now, and for good reason, because I feel like they're a little bit played out in the superheroes, so they're going to the indie stuff, and the indie writers are putting out good content. So at the time, I guess like that's kind of what the deal was with that. But for me, as again, not the hugest Neil Gaiman fan, for me, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll watch it. If it's like a week to week thing, I'm definitely not fucking watching it. If it's just they're gonna dump the whole season all at once, I'll give it a shot. But I don't want to like. It's not something I'm gonna add to my. I have to wait a whole fucking week to watch the next episode for it.
I just don't care enough. But if you was to tell me it's interesting and it's good after a couple of episodes, I would wait till you watch like 3, and then you're like,
let
it's
me be the guinea
good.
pig.
Then what you say?
I said you're gonna let me be the guinea pig.
Yeah, of course.
To watch it.
So if you tell me that it's actually worth watching, then I'll be like, all right,
Sure.
I'll watch it. But if not, then nah, I ain't watching that shit. So if you never watch it, then I ain't watching that shit at all.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just go based off of some other people's opinions as well. Probably. I'll like wait and see if I'm hearing some good things about it before I give it a shot. Or maybe if I have like nothing else to watch one night and I'm high as shit, I'll just turn it on. I don't know. I'll just have to see how that plays out. But I don't know, man. Like I'm kind of whatever about it. So yeah, whatever. Moving on from that, we have the Black Adam poster reveal. Ooh. Let's look at The Rock looking all sexy.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, let's look at Dwayne's Johnson real quick here. We have the new share. Boom, there it is. The world needed a hero, and it got Black Adam. There's the trailer or the poster that we got. Apparently, we're getting a trailer tomorrow for this film.
Oh wow!
And I don't know. Wait, what's going on here though? Right? I thought that was like a naked dude, but it's not. All right, it's Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
I'm gonna say let's not have that up here.
All right, so we have the poster. Only in theaters in October. Oh, so it's not so we got a little whiles to wait. I thought it was coming out a little sooner than that.
Honestly, I thought it was like December, so October. Okay.
Oh, okay. So October, it's a Halloween movie for us. So we get Black Adam for Halloween, and okay. I mean, we'll just have to see how the trailer looks tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be terrible. I like the Shazam movie.
I think it's going to be good. Or at least it's not like you said, it's not going to be terrible. But I'm a giant Rock fan, so I'm going to believe in my boy. So I think it's going to be straight. I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
I honestly I didn't watch the Shazam movie right when it came out. It was a while before I watched Shazam. And then when I finally did get around to it, I really enjoyed it. Like, I liked it a lot. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. I thought it, was the right amount of action and humor and everything.
What do you think about the second one?
There's a second one?
And Shazam, Shazam 2. I'm going to sworn that already came out.
Was there? Is it out? I didn't even know that it was out.
I could have sworn I saw that.
I thought that they announced.
Look it up. Let me see if no, I don't think it came out yet. Maybe it didn't. No, it didn't come out yet.
Yeah, no. Shazam 2 is coming out in December.
Yeah, never mind. That's the one that's December. There we go. I knew one of them.
Okay. I was like, damn, bro, how did I miss that?
No. I was like, wait a minute. No, that was the end of the first movie. I was thinking of the end of the first Samuel. But yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I hope that is good. Whatever. If it's at like it, the bar for DC movies is so low that it really doesn't have to be like spectacular for me to be on board with it.
And bro, they don't even know what they doing because there's all these rumors that they're gonna take old girl out of Aquaman 2. They're gonna take Amber out, which is like because they're like she had that many scenes anyway. I'm like, wait a minute, it's his wife. Why does she not have many? Like it's so little bit of scenes that apparently you take her out is not that big of a deal. Damn, why did y'all even have her there? Like what? I thought she played a big role in the movie, but apparently she don't.
Apparently not, and fuck Amber Turd. So I'm glad that she's out of that movie. But yeah, so I'm not excited for Aquaman 2 anyway. I fell asleep during Aquaman 1.
No, you didn't like the first one. I thought the first one was fantastic, but you was like, nope, fell asleep. All right.
Yeah, fell asleep. Hey, congrats on making $1 billion, but I fell asleep. All right, so then we also have the new Predator movie. Predator Prey, which does not roll off the tongue very well. Predator Prey.
Not like a really snappy dance that I'm gonna see in a club soon. The Predator Prey.
The Predator Prey. 2 Chainz. All right, so he's not even popular anymore. I don't even fucking know who is. I guess the baby's gonna make the Predator Prey song. So I love that. He's from Charlotte anyway, so NC representer. Let's go ahead and take a look.
In trouble though, but yeah.
You say, was he in trouble again? I know
he always gets in trouble. He always gets in freaking trouble, man.
I mean, he's a thug. Like not even like I say he's a thug. Like this dude is legit like a thug. So
no, he's about that life. But I'm saying, dude, he shouldn't be. He really should be out of that crap, man. He's got such a bright future, and I feel he's gonna be one of those rappers who just throw it away.
I don't know, man. Like he's the #1 streamed artist of it, or he was before he said the shit about gay people, which of course is the #1 no these days.
What happens when he start catching these bodies?
And well, he shot a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I said. When he start catching these bodies,
yeah,
and then he put somebody down, or one of his guys put somebody down, then he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know. That was probably one of the craziest things was because there's actual surveillance footage of him shooting a motherfucker outside of a Walmart right here in North Carolina, baby. Someone decided to run up on the baby while he's holding this kid. He just pulls out a gun like it's another Tuesday and shoots this motherfucker down in the parking lot, and then it just carries out along his day. Like that is some gangster shit right there. I don't care who the fuck you are. That is some gangster shit.
No, I respect it, baby. I'm just saying that's why I don't want him to get in trouble.
Right. But yeah. I'm not like I think he's got some good songs, but for me as like I'm much more fan of like a lyrical rapper personally. So he's not up there for me, but whatever. He's got some catchy shit. I read an interesting article about the amount of power Dwayne Johnson has with the Black Adam franchise, with the new Warner Brothers execs, and how he is single-handedly setting up. I think it's supposed to be Henry Cavill return. That would be cool if they can.
I've heard that too. I've heard that too because he really wants. He really, and I mean really, and I wouldn't be shocked if this was part of his agreement to even do it. He wants Adam versus Superman.
Well, right here, that's what Rock's saying.
In some way, shape, or form.
That The Rock wants a Black Adam versus Superman fight.
There we go.
Third film. That
just like I was saying, right?
would be sick.
It would be.
Can't even lie. Dwayne Johnson versus Henry Cavill. I would love to see it. Yeah. I am 100% for that.
Because that's the thing. Like certain villains can actually stand alone in a movie. Because there's those very few villains who, even if they're not the biggest and most popular, because I think Black Adam has enough popularity, but he might not be the most biggest name. He can stand alone in the movie by himself perfectly with the lore that he has.
Yeah. So I hope that happens.
Yeah,
I'm with it. Let's go ahead and watch this Predator Prey trailer.
Okay,
it's gonna be on Hulu. About that. Apparently, it's gonna be on Hulu.
So it ain't going to theaters.
Yeah, I guess it's not going to theaters.
Why do you want the
That's all
Straight
bad
to
mom.
Hulu.
Because you all think that I can't.
All right, we got. Hold on. Or is the predator getting taught how to hunt by Native Americans? This is crazy.
Bro, is she gonna transform into the predator?
Is this like the predator? Is this like the Predator's Thanksgiving? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
This is the
You all
predator's
think that I
origin
can't?
story, bro.
I saw a sign in the sky. I'm ready.
Muy nita.
Did I pick the wrong movie? This is not the Predator. Hold on. This is just Prey. I've got the wrong fucking movie.
I was
I'm
looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's try this again.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, it was also Hulu. That's why I was so confused.
I was so confused. I'm like, wait a minute.
Bro, I'm like, is this Thanksgiving? I don't know what's going on.
I'm like looking at this. I'm like, I could have sworn this is Prey, but maybe this is the story of where we find out that the predators was trained by the humans, and now that's why they're hunting the humans. Yo, bro. Anyway, okay.
Oh shit, let's try this again. All right, so it's the same exact studio. Okay, hold on. No, it's the same shit.
Is it?
It's starting out with the same fucking tree. No, it is. It is that. All right, so I wasn't wrong. All right, hold on. Where were we in the trip? Oh my god, she's shooting a bear. No, I'm saying like that's what I'm freaking out. All right, what's the bear? The bear turns into the predator. See, if we had waited like 3 more seconds, we would have known.
All right, so my backstory
There's
should be
something
legit.
else. I'm coming with you.
You can't.
I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Hold on. I didn't know that the Native Americans spoke English. That's crazy.
Okay, don't.
No accent? That's wow. Wow.
We don't know when this takes place, and
okay.
be sensitive.
It's time.
We do know, we have an idea. I mean, they're using bows and arrows. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I think
not
we do have an
modern
idea
day.
what it
You
is.
know what I mean? Like,
Maybe they're
let's get that
sticking to
real.
their roots.
Oh, okay. All right. I did
Just
see a
without the
casino.
accents.
I did see a casino in the background though, so I don't know.
It knows how to hunt. I know how to survive. Whatever did this, I can kill it.
Okay, so all right,
Okay.
I got things to say.
Okay.
So we're watching this, and it said Prey, so I'm like, okay, this is Prey, and I remember you saying it's called Predator Prey, but when I just saw Prey, I'm like, all right, this is Prey. So that's why I was confused, like you. I'm like, okay, so this is Prey. This is another movie. This is something different. Okay, this is Prey. It is Predator movie. Yo, that was utter garbage.
That is gonna be so terrible.
bad. I see why it's on Hulu. Because that shit, yo, oh my God, that would be fighting with Morpheus to get like 3 people to watch that crap in theaters. That looks bad. You're telling these are the most softest predators I've ever seen in my life. You telling me a bunch of sticks can kill these predators, bro? They can use sticks to kill these dudes now? They that weak? I can kill it? Really? This dude should run up there and murk all y'all with ease.
Arnold
Unless
Schwarzenegger.
old girl got a machine gun coming out somewhere.
That's
She
what I was
should
just
be
about to
dead.
say.
What?
Arnold with a machine gun had trouble against this creature, but you telling me a
Sticks and
tribe
rocks?
full of bow and arrows is gonna take this motherfucker down? I'm sorry. That whoever came up with this idea should be fired immediately. They should have been fired before they greenlit this project. They should have listened to the pitch and then said, you're fucking fired. Like, period. Done. You're out of the company. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know what a piece of shit you are, because that was the stupidest idea that I've ever seen in my entire life.
I agree, and I would have completely listened to his entire thing and then just crushed him after that. Oh my god.
Ballsy move by Hulu to write The Predator, introducing firewater to the Native American culture.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, honestly, this is the Predator's origin story. So they learn how to hunt from these humans, and now
they're
hunting
saying
humans.
that the Predator was around on Earth since the 1500s, the 1600s. I don't know.
That's how they got trained, and that's why they came to Earth, and why they keep coming to Earth.
Yeah,
is because now they're hunting the ones who. I guess this is honestly, I'm making a joke out of it, but I got a bad feeling. Part of what I'm saying is true in the sense of they're going to say this is the real reason why they keep coming to Earth, because of this event here. Like, maybe kill somebody big, like one of their biggest guys or whatever, and it gets to their people, and this what leads them to keep coming to us.
I guess, man.
Either way, this is fucking stupid.
Garbage.
You could have had a scene where this in this same time frame, if we're assuming is right, and this is all the way back in basically BC, whatever, but they're using their sticks or whatever, all the way back whenever.
Well, there was a gun, so it has to be. I saw one dude with a gun, so it's like 1700s ish, I guess.
So let's say it's back in the 1700s or whatever, and you can have just one scene early on at the beginning of the movie where this girl kills the Predator, or it's like, you don't know the full story of it, but she kills the Predator, and then you can still use that premise if you want to, like, this is the reason why they keep coming back. And then this girl is like, her ancestor did it, or she's the one now hunting them now, or being hunted. That's why she knows about it. Whatever. There's 1,000 better ways you can tell this story than that.
100%. I'm going to skip this movie.
I am too, and I actually like Predator, but you know what? Screw this.
I like the first movie. I don't think I've watched literally any of the
others. I love the comics. The Predator comics are freaking cool.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
I think I've read one of the Batman versus Predator ones, but I haven't read any of the standalones.
You ever did the Wolverine versus Predator one?
No.
Oh, that's a pretty cool one too.
Okay. All right, I gotta check that out. Yeah. Okay. Will be one to add to the list.
Yeah,
all right.
Predator has some cool comments because it tells a lot of context from the stuff that you don't get to see, like questions you'll have after the movies end. They actually continue a lot of that stuff in the comments. It's really cool.
Oh shit! Okay. All right. Well, I guess I gotta start reading some Predator comics. What about the Alien comics? How about those?
I don't know about those. I haven't really gotten to the Alien comics. I haven't. Okay. I don't think I've ever read an Alien comic, so I actually have no idea. Not because I just never had it, never had a really chance to, I guess. So. Never did.
Rob says the next Hulu Predator series has a Predator land in a forest where a bunch of scouts are completing their Eagle Scout training, and the Predator doesn't stand a chance.
That's right, bro.
The Predator just gets captured and tortured for the whole movie.
Yeah, it'll be a bunch of Boy Scouts and shit who just beats the Predator's ass and just like tortures them through the whole movie. That's crazy. That's the real villain in the movie, the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, bro. You gotta watch out for them Boy Scouts, bro.
Yeah, they'll kick you in your shins, bro.
There was some shit about like how a lot of astronauts were Boy Scouts, which I thought was interesting. Just while we're on the topic of Boy Scouts, it just popped into my head. I was reading something where I think it was like a large majority of people who are astronauts, they started out as through the whole Boy Scout program, which means that a large majority of them were molested, which is kind of crazy that we're sending molested people out into space like that. I mean, that trauma could come up at any time. I'm just saying.
I don't know why I didn't think he was going to go there, but I didn't know he was going to go there. Yeah, okay. Well, that could happen. Yes, that might be the reason why they always bring back they always touch these stupid artifacts that you shouldn't be touching in movies and shit because of the trauma broke up and they just got to touch it. Oh my God.
They gotta touch it because they've been touched. It's crazy. The abuse cycle just continues.
It just keeps on coming. That's what she said to
shit.
Deshaun Watson. He just keeps on.
God damn it, Deshaun Watson. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the boys because we need to talk about the boys. The series is fantastic. I love this show for a few different reasons. One, they're so great at modernizing the original content. Like, so great. Like, bringing that concept into today's world. I think that this show has done it better than any other comic book content that we have seen, including the MCU, including anything, as far as bringing like an idea and a concept and putting it into like, what if that happened in what we have today. I think they do that phenomenally.
I didn't think about it that way. You might have a point. Okay.
I think that The Boys has been just spoiler alert, because we are going to go into the third season. So if you haven't watched the third season, please watch it before we try to spoil something for you. But
yes,
this new season, it continues to just continues to bring up like today's topics and infiltrate it into the show just kind of subtly. And I fucking love it. Like I just can't get enough of it. I went back and rewatched the first season today. I just binged the first season and then watched the third season again, just 1, 2, 3, and then I'll probably watch the second season tomorrow. I just cannot wait until the next episode drops. And it was like that in the first season, and it was like that in the second season, and it's just continuing. Like I'm not tired of the show, and that has to be a first for me. I don't think there's any other show where I'm that excited to watch the next episode.
I fully agree with you, man. And it's just like, and it's not just like, it's just Homelander is the only interesting aspect of the show. All these other characters are so much interesting too. Like when you look at, help me out with certain names. What is her name?
Starlight. Mm-hmm.
Starlight. And you look at, and they did a great job showing like her stuff that happened in the past when she was doing the Britney Spears song and everything, and she just hated it. And they did such a great job when they showed her hand squeezing of how angry she was while she was smiling to them, but just how mad. I mean, she was so mad. It was to that point where if she could, she would have just punctured her own skin and the blood would have just started dripping down of how mad and hatred she was of doing stuff like this. And even when she tried to call her boyfriend and say she didn't want to do this anymore, and he basically just like, nah, just keep doing it. He basically talked her into continuing to keep going.
Yeah, very similar to the mom. And The Boys has a strong record of doing stuff like that. Even going back to the first season where the Deep raped Starlight and then he gets raped himself. Like, I feel like everything that happens, like, it kind of comes back around on them. And we're just waiting for that to happen to Homelander. But will it happen? I don't know. It seems like he gets crazier every fucking season, and I just can't wait to see what they have in store for him with this third season.
And I can't remember when she got raped in the first season. Was it the actual rape, or was it the blowjob thing like it was in the comics?
The blowjob, yeah.
Okay. Seth, I think in the comics, I think it was Homelander who did that.
I don't recall.
I think it was him in the comics who did it. But yeah,
I think you're right. But
I think it was because I remember reading that, and then she went into the bathroom, and then you know, Discount Wonder Woman was there, and then that shit was so fucked up. But yeah, anyway, and then plus like the other characters, like my man was supposed to be Flash, and you're seeing all of his stuff, all of his jealousy, and the stuff that's going on with him is interesting. And I also love the concept of at any point he can just die when he's using his powers. His heart can give out on him.
Because of the amount of compound V or steroids. So there's a lot of similarities and a lot of differences with the comic, between the comic and the show. The comic, just like right off the bat, they already know what compound V is. Butcher is already using Compound V, which
Yeah.
we're just now getting into in the third season.
Yep.
But like the comics, just that's right off the bat. It's a temporary. Here's a boost just so he can keep up and fight with these soups. But that was like a big scandal in the show. I like how they kind of revert it in the show, though. They make it more of like a intrigue mystery type of thing. The changes aren't terrible, I don't think, that they've made. And
so there's one change I do want to ask you. Now this could be a big one. And this, I don't know if you know about it in the comics. Did you go heavy in the comics?
Like the first few trades, honestly. Garth Ennis is like very, very drawn out when he writes. So for me, I can
this
tolerate
has to do with
amount.
The dude in the black. It starts
Black
with an H.
Noir?
Horrid. What's his name? The dude in the all black who was basically supposed to be there looking after Homelander.
It's not Black Noir?
Yeah, him. Okay, about Noir. That's his name. Noir. Okay. I don't know. Do you want me to say or no? Because I don't know.
So in the comics, he is a clone of Homelander.
Okay, so you already knew that. Okay, that's what I was going with. What do you think about that change, where they made him actually just somebody? They made him a black guy. They made him somebody different.
It makes sense. I like that they changed his origin a little bit, because when I was reading about that, like who Black Noir really is, and he's just a clone of Homelander that just doesn't talk or whatever, I was like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, he does talk though. He talks in the comics because the reason why he didn't talk is because he didn't want Homelander to figure out that it was him. So when he actually reveals himself, because he does a lot of crap to Homelander and has Homelander thinking, "Oh, I'm the one doing this when I sleep." So he reveals it to him that no, I was the one doing this, motherfucker, to make you go even crazy. So yeah.
Okay.
But he couldn't speak because if he said anything, Homelander would be able to pick up like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that sounds a little familiar.
Sorry, ain't right here, brother. So because he wanted to get his plan through, and it's really crazy what he actually does to Homelander in that situation. But yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It would be weird to have a cloned Homelander, because the whole thing that I feel like they're setting up on this show is that like Homelander was really the only one that was just like test tube to being. The rest of them were experimenting on as babies with the Compound V, and now that's been released on the show. So I guess if Homelander found out, of course he would just instantly want to fucking murder Black Noir,
right?
Just right off the bat. But with this, now we have Black Noir. The reason that he wears the mask all the time, the reason that he's silent, is that he was part of this, what looked like, was it Vietnam? I'm pretty sure it was Vietnam that they were in with Mallory. And he took a bomb to the face, basically, and he lost one eye, pretty much his entire face. I guess that's why he doesn't speak anymore. Probably lost either vocal cords or tongue. And that's why he always has the mask on too now, because his big thing was he didn't want to wear the mask. He wanted his face exposed. He wanted to be recognized, known, and loved for who he was. And Mr. Edgar was like, no, that's not going to happen, because you're a black guy, is basically what he was saying, as a black guy himself, which was pretty fucked up on the show, I gotta say. And he was like, no, you're going to wear the mask.
Unfortunately, there's truth to that. Even to a degree, to today's standards, it's truth to that.
Right.
That's why I kind of respected that and was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like a harsh like slap to the face. And then the irony of that scene was that I'm sure he wished he was still wearing that fucking mask, because it could have helped prevent the shit that happened to him.
Right.
Because none of the rest of him was affected by the bomb blast, just his face and his head, which was great. That whole scene was fucking nuts. That whole scene was crazy. But yeah, so we're introduced this season. We get a new character, Soldier Boy, which seems to be the topic of interest for the boys.
You right?
Yeah,
Soldier Boy. Oh man, I knew you were gonna make a comeback somewhere.
So we get Soldier Boy. Apparently, the boys Billy Butcher gets the hint or a whiff that there is a weapon out there capable of destroying Soups, because there is this weapon that killed Soldier Boy,
Yep.
and that is now his main obsession. He wants to know as much as he can about what happened to Soldier Boy, because he wants to know how to kill Homelander. His obsession for the last 3 seasons, basically his main point of being right now is just that. So like that's what he wants. That's his goal. That's his mission. I think, and I don't know, because again, I didn't get to this point in the comic. I read through the Hero Gasm, which was a fucking crazy series, but that was didn't have to do with the main storyline really. So I don't know if what really is going to happen, but my personal opinion about how they're going to do it on the show is that Soldier Boy's not dead. I don't think.
Right.
I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's really dead. And I don't think that this weapon really exists. I think that he's going to be following a dead end path. And that's going to be the frustration / reveal. He's going to get what he thinks is the weapon, and it's not going to work, kind of a thing.
I feel you. Okay. So I do know, at least comic wise, Soldier Boy's fate. Do you want me to say or no?
Go for it. Let's roll it out.
Okay, so at least in the comic, and I feel comfortable because they don't do everything the comic does. So at least in the comics, he was still alive. They was trying to find out that he was still alive. As for the weapon aspect, it was kind of yes, no. This weapon still might be able to get it done, but they was it probably can't. And I'm wondering, I'm with you. I think they're definitely going to have this dude still be alive. And I am with you. I think the weapon is just not going to. A part of me kind of feels maybe there will be a weapon that can be used. But I wonder, will it be a thing where Homelander finds out where it's at first and he destroys it? Or will this actually be what they use to kill him?
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to have to think of, because they might actually make this weapon be legit, and this could be, or at least this could be the path to get to the weapon that can actually get the job done.
Right.
Because I don't know if they have much plans after how many more seasons they're going to keep going with this. TV-wise, I don't know.
There is that to think about, because we have to think about it's a different medium. So we're talking about the TV show versus the comic.
Yeah.
Vinyl Dragon,
real
quick. Vinyl Dragon says a shout out to Black Santa. So hey, what's up going on?
My man.
Yeah, throwing back the hooch. You can tell I'm drinking. I'm drinking out here. All right, so
my man Wing Dragon, that's my boy right there.
the Vinyl Dragon.
That's true.
So yeah, I'm with you. I think that Soldier Boy's still alive. They're gonna figure that out. I don't think that this weapon does what it's supposed to do, or whatever the case may be, or you could be right that that Homelander gets to it and destroys it, because as far as the show goes, it's hard to move this show forward without Homelander. I'm not saying it's impossible.
No, but that would be he is the main character. So if you kill him off, it's gonna be too big of a hole to really fill to me. So it's kind of okay. And the reason why I say this could be what leads to when he dies, if he dies like this could basically be okay, this is the end of the series. But at least TV wise, at least for now, I don't know. But unless you look at it as his son could be the next part of the threat. And he could be the one they try to be he's the next Homelander now, which they're teasing at with his anger issues and everything. But the thing is, what's so interesting, it's hard, and I do actually like this, because many times in manga and anime, I get annoyed with the differences between the anime and the manga, because a lot of it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense. So at least with this situation, though, because the girl, help me remember her name, but the girl who has the ability, so I think she can look at you and bust your organs or whatever, some shit like that.
So that's the Congresswoman Newman.
Yes, in the comics, that's a man.
Yes.
So with all these different type of things, they could be like, nope, this weapon is what we're going to use. Or they really could be like, no, this weapon was a complete joke. It was nothing.
There are
just hide it out.
so many changes, and let's just like, I mean, it like, oh god, there's so many changes, so that it's part of what keeps that whole mystery alive, because you can go back and read so much of The Boys, and I even have like a trade right next to me of The Boys, right here, and I tell you that the 7 for the first, how many issues does this cover? Let's see, 1 through, I don't even know. It's got to be at least 7 issues though. But the 7 aren't even in the first fucking trade, except
crazy?
Like being mentioned. There's so much story that goes on that doesn't even deal with what we see in the show.
Right.
That they can pull from fucking anything. And
They
this
could.
little subplot that they have with little Nina, which Frenchie has been abducted by. So little Nina in the comics is this person who decides to use Compound V to create her own army of suits that Butcher has to go after. And I wonder if they're going to do this in the show, but it would be really amusing because Butcher kills her by putting a bomb into like a giant vibrator and just blowing her up.
And yeah,
dude. Oh my god. So if they do that
Yes.
shit in this season, I will fucking laugh. And I wouldn't be
If they do
surprised.
that, I will give them so much props. I got a feeling they won't. I feel like that'll be one of the things where they'll be too worried to do.
Too worried to do. We had Ant-Man fucking jump inside a dude's dick and blow him up from his dick.
But
bro.
when it comes to the female aspect, that's different.
No, how is it different?
Dude, there's a lot of times where they won't go that far if it's a female type thing because of the backlash than if it's a male.
I don't know. If they were willing to show like an Ant-Man fucking parody, jump inside of a,
I hope you're right.
jump inside of a dick, which was hard to watch. Like, there's a lot of things that I have seen, a Serbian film being one of them. There's a lot of things that I fucking seen that I cringe at. That one was hard to fucking watch. That little 30 seconds of Ant-Man parody jumping inside a guy's
I've been
cock.
watching so many Japanese death games of late and so many different Japanese movies that's basically the Serbia stuff that I'm at the point now that did absolutely nothing to me, bro.
Did nothing to Black Santa is so desensitized to today's media.
I am, dude. It sucks. It sucks because I'm not even gonna front. When I was looking at that, I was like, "This bothers me that it doesn't bother me."
Well, at least it bothered you that it didn't bother you. At least a little bit of bothering was going on.
Yeah.
Vinyl Dragon says, I stopped by 7-Eleven on the way home, picked up a King Cobra and some Swisher Sweet Grape. Uh-oh. Someone's getting lit tonight. That's what I'm talking about.
This is the final countdown, isn't it?
JBK's dad says the weapon might kill Homelander's son. That would be an interesting path to choose. That would enrage Homelander.
That would make him snap.
Nobody's business.
But that could be the catalyst that actually makes him finally snap, though.
Because he talked about what he would do. He's already got a plan for like if he
which he told old girl when she tried to threaten him.
That's right. So he already knows exactly what he's going to do. He'll take out the Pentagon and the White House first. Then he goes after infrastructure such as cell phones, internet, everything like that. Then he goes after major cities like New York and etc. So he already he's basically planned for if he needs to be feared instead of being loved is how he put it. Yeah. which is crazy because this man is basically like, all right, well, you know what, here's my failsafe is basically what he wants to call it. My failsafe, if you guys want to fuck with me, well, you know what, who's gonna stop me from doing all this shit? Nobody, because I'm the Homelander. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And that's
here's my question though. Do you think old girl who can look at you and basically blow you up, basically, do you think she can kill him? Because remember, there was that scene where she was staring his butt down when he was doing that speech. And I think that was a moment where she was like, if he does something, I'm going to do something. But do you think she can actually beat him?
I don't know.
I wondered, will her power, is it strong enough to just instantly basically pop his head?
That is a great question. So we found out that she is the daughter of Edgar. which was a pretty crazy reveal. That Huey finds out that he's working for a soup terrorist, basically. Another crazy reveal. And yeah, I mean, can she blow up Homelander's head? That is a good question. Actually,
Like, could she just
I didn't
target
even
his
think
heart,
about that.
his head, could she target an organ that would just kill him? Like, what can she, like, could she take him out?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man, that would be really oh man, that throws another wrench into the plan, I guess, or into the story, I guess, because
Yeah.
I didn't even think
Because I
about it.
really truly felt when he was giving that speech and she was staring him down, that was her moment where she was like, if you do anything,
Yeah,
I'm gonna blow you up right now. Definitely the way she was looking at him. So I'm wondering, like, in her mind, I feel she has the confidence she can, but I wonder, can she actually do it?
because
Can she just instantly just
it's different. Like her power is not, because obviously Homelander is bulletproof, so you can't just shoot him or anything like that, or send a missile
right,
at him. But her power seems to be like microwaving him from the inside. I feel like it's
right,
like a microwave type power.
right. I feel
Like
it's similar too.
it
So
explodes from the inside. So,
I feel like
uh,
it somewhat targets organs or some shit. I feel like either way, something similar to that. I feel like that's what it does, microwave or something like that.
right, yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't. That's just
So I
I
wonder if
can't.
like his skin may be all these bulletproofs and stuff, but what about his insides?
Right. Oh
Is that
man.
more stronger than normal, or is that actually just as squishy as everybody else's?
Which means then now the boys should, instead of focusing on little Nina, which is what they're about to do, because that's how
Right.
it ends with the
Yeah.
last episode 3,
Mhm.
where they're like, because little Nina is Russian, and they think that this weapon comes from Russian origin, so they're going to be tracing that. So instead of that, they should really be following Huey's boss, and trying to use her to take out Homelander.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I do too, man. It's such a good show.
It really
It's
is.
such a good show when you have all these different things that you can even think about. It's such a good show.
She can teriyaki chicken his ass from the inside out. I love it.
I do
Uh
too, man.
yeah,
Too.
that is pretty crazy. I didn't even think about it. So what's the other thing I wanted to touch on, a couple of things. One,
Okay.
I love, like we were talking about how I love how they incorporate this modern culture kind of into what we got with the boys.
Pretty.
So I like the Donald Trump vibes that
Yeah.
I'm getting from Homelander right now, where it was just kind of like an outburst, and he's like, "Oh, that fucked me," but then everybody fucking likes it, and then when she's rattling off the statistics of who in particular like it, she's like, white males from the Rust Belt, which I'm pretty sure means the Bible Belt, and like
Yeah.
whatever, and then she's like, "Oh, but you kind of lost age 20 to 34 in urban cities," which is like the Democrats, quote unquote. So it was just really funny to hear like these little things that they're sprinkling inside the show.
I love that.
Yeah, that shit cracked me up for sure. There was another thing I wish I had written down. But it was just like, there was just like little things here and there. Oh, A Train with the trying to get back to Africa or whatever with the
Oh, that was so funny because he's trying to
dude.
like make himself look better and everything. Yeah.
So this guy, he abused this compound V so hard that his heart could literally explode if he runs again. But I guess he's trying to hide that aspect from
Right.
everything, so he doesn't get kicked out of the 7. So now he's trying to find like different things to promote himself, or being used by the media / bot. And so he tries to do this whole like A Train to Africa. Either like, oh, he tried to make a video game too, and she's like, wait, is this a video game about the slave trade? I was fucking losing my shit, dude. Oh my god.
I bust out laughing too, man. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I love it.
Oh shit. And then when
Yeah.
his brother brings up a real issue, with the police brutality or targeting the young black youth, and then he's hesitant to say anything, which I feel like they could go deeper into as far as modern day political issues. I feel like they could use that a lot.
And dude, just think about how scared he would have to be just going into it. Like, okay, if I use my power again, I can die.
Mm-hmm.
But like, definitely, if he knows something that Homelander would not want him to ever like speak, once his powers is gone, he has now no use. Not like Homelander, like, oh, this guy can beat me, but he has use, and now he's not useful anymore. Homelander could just kill him.
Yeah.
You know, that gotta probably be in the back of his head, like, this fool could just kill me.
Right. So A-Train's gotta take the risk of.
I gotta keep I gotta come across like I'm still useful. Or this dude could literally just say I'm not useful anymore, and just like there's nothing I can do. I'll either die from running from him, or I'll die as soon as he touches me.
Right. Maybe she cannot blow up Homelander's head, but maybe take him down piece by piece, destroy his eardrums, destroy his eyeballs, etc. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much of Homelander is invulnerable from.
I'll definitely say if she was to be the one to like kill him, you know, it would be that brutal. Like that's what they would have her do. You would see like pieces of him just being destroyed, his eyes and everything. That would be
how she took out that old friend.
That much, yeah. That would be a scene for ages.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. The whole thing with like Stormfront too, coming like still alive and like in shambles, and then she kills her. She bites her own tongue to drown herself.
Yeah.
Oh my god, shit was crazy. And oh man, but yeah, back to A-Train. The A-Train has been like the low key fascinating part. I feel like of these 3 episodes of this 3rd season, because. And even going back as far as like starting with season 1, A-Train, I felt like had one of the best side stories with the Compound V, between Popclaw and the shit that happened there. He had to take her out, and then like with his brother and everything like that. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I want to see what goes on with A-Train.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
I'm excited.
Man, they've done such
how
a great
how is he going to continue hiding the fact that he can't run?
I'm wondering that too. Like, what is he going to do? Because it's going to get to a point, especially if like somebody goes crazy at one, like a rally he's doing, and some shit pops off. They're going to be like, okay, do something. Some guy pulls out a gun and it's like, well, you're fast enough to stop him before he fires.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Then he can't. Right.
Then he can't do anything. What does he do?
Rob says, "Oh, he's learning me on this. The Rust Belt is the northeastern and midwestern U.S. that are characterized by declining industry and abandoned factories. Steel producing cities in Pennsylvania and Ohio are at its center." Okay, I didn't know that actually. So thank you, JBK's dad, for teaching me something there. All right, so it's not. I thought it was like a made up saying instead of the Bible Belt, but in fact, the Rust Belt does exist, and I don't live in it, so I don't know. The Rust Belt is the northeastern and midwestern U.S., characterized by declining industry and abandoned factories. So that makes sense. Probably, and it still gives me the Donald Trump vibes, because he did play 100%. To them so hard with the coal shit. Remember the coal? Like, he was like, I'm going to bring back coal. Like, what? Like that whole thing that went on. So it's still like, it still gives me those vibes.
Oh, yeah, it gave me that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. But that was definitely intentional. That was intentional. It was definitely to give us that kind of vibe,
dude,
in a good way.
Where Homelander is like watching himself on the news naked, and like the chick walks in to fucking tell him the stats and everything, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, that boner has nothing to do with you, bro." That shit also cracked me up. Oh my god, that was so funny. What's up, Richard? Richard's in the house. Richard Langley, good to see you too. Good to see you as well, my friend.
Oh, appreciate
man, you jumping in. Hit that like button for us. You already know. Yeah, man. The boys so far has just been stellar. I didn't even know that it was going to be a 3-episode drop, which was like a great surprise for me. And then they just fucking were like, they just released it on Thursday. like late evening or whatever. It wasn't. They didn't even wait till midnight or 3 a.m. or whatever. They were just like, here you go. We know you want to watch it, so here you are.
Yep.
And I was like, oh great. So because we were just complaining about how Disney Plus follows the midnight Western time releases. So Amazon was just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. And then so I watched the first episode thinking it was just going to be the first episode. And then the second episode came on. I was like, oh boy, another episode. And then the third episode came on. And I was like, I almost jizzed in my pants. I was so excited. Jizz in my pants.
It was that great of a moment for you, man.
I totally remember we are in the Bible Belt every day when I run across all of this Jim and Tammy Faye records at the thrift. All that Christian music. I'm gonna say this as well. We're going back and rewatching the first season of The Boys. I forgot how much of that Christian shit that they pumped into the season, where they made it with that whole like Ezekiel thing, the stretchy guy, Mr. Fantastic, basically, or Plastic Man, or whoever you want to call it, and he was leading that like pray the gay away and whatever Bible study shit that they had going on. They had a lot of that, and they have kind of picked up on it. I can't remember how much of it was in the second season, but they picked back up on it in the third season for sure, where it was all like they're telling Starlight it's all about turning the other cheek, and that's not very Christian of you, or whatever. So yeah, I like how much of that bullshit that they're kind of making fun of as well in the story.
It's so great, man. I'm just like you. I'm excited for episode 4, and I'm just ready for this to keep going.
Yeah. Bro, when are they going to monetize the channel? YouTube should know good content when they see it. I appreciate you. And we asked the same thing because we're at like almost 1,200 subscribers now, which is well over their limit. But the problem with us is watch hours, apparently, because they say you need to uphold a certain amount of watch hours per year. And I guess I don't make enough content for it. So they even though they have slapped ads onto our stuff, we don't see a dime for it. So we're trying. We would like to get something for it, but I'm not gonna pour a lot of energy into something that's not paying me. So that's kind of like the thing there.
That's the way. Yeah.
We'll make videos here and there that are like standalone videos, but and until then we'll just keep doing our thing here live on the podcast.
And the the good thing is we're still having so much fun.
Yeah, that's really what it's about.
That's the best part of it
for us. Because I mean, even the first year when I was doing last year, I was making a bunch of videos. Nothing was forced. Like it was just I was making videos because I was like, oh, that'd be a good video or something to talk about. And then we had our ongoing podcast as well. And none of this is like, oh, we got to do it to continue getting whatever kind of revenue. It's just
like, this is our life. No, it's fun.
We would like to be reimbursed for the ads that they put on our channel.
You're going to put ads up there.
But apparently Google doesn't feel that we should be reimbursed for the ads that they put on our channel. So,
man, screw Google.
It
until
is
you know. Then if you start giving us money, then we love you, Google.
and then once we get a sponsor, we love you too. But until then, fuck all y'all.
Fuck all y'all. Until then, Yeah.
All right. So that I'm excited for. Obi-Wan continues. Apparently we're getting Miss Marvel tomorrow on Disney Plus. So we're getting Miss Marvel, Obi-Wan, The Boys weekly. And then we have I guess that's
2 out of those 3 I'm very interested in.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still watch Miss Marvel. We'll see what happens. If it's like surprisingly great, I'll text you about it. Otherwise, I won't text you about it. I don't know. It is what it is.
Like, oh my God, dude, Thanos is back. Wolverine just showed up. What? Like, it's crazy. Squirrel Girl is there. What is she doing there? Man.
Squirrel Girl. Dude, if there's a Squirrel Girl appearance, I swear to God, I will be.
I go to front. I'm going to watch that. That would be fucking hilarious.
I will be furious.
You will be furious. You don't like Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, but what the fuck are we gonna do with Squirrel? Dude, Squirrel Girl is like one of those joke characters that Why? Why do we have Squirrel Girl? I don't understand. And then what was it? I was in Asheville and someone asked me if I had any Squirrel Girl or whatever. I was like, I have her first appearance in like my bins or whatever, but that ain't some shit that I'm gonna put on the wall. Like, I imagine me like trying to advertise Squirrel Girl. Golly, that ain't gonna happen.
I actually can't imagine you doing
Yeah,
that.
no, that's not gonna happen.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, fuck Squirrel Girl.
Oh my god.
Hold on, let me see. Bro, you got to email them with a photo with a shank and cash laid out. Tell them to make it happen. Speaking of text, there is not intent on Instagram for Black Santa. I sent a message and everything. There's not what on Instagram for Black Santa. So we just looked up. I was trying to help Chris out with his Instagram.
Yeah,
and
we're
apparently
getting this up now. Yeah, more
there's
stuff.
already a person called the Real Black Santa because I told him that's what he should make his username as. And then I looked it up and it's really like a dude, like a black dude with a big white beard. I was like, I can't even be mad at it because it's pretty funny. But I'm mad that he took the username, the Real Black
Bro,
Santa.
that dude took that from me, bro. I'm gonna find him in the streets, bro. Nah.
Oh yeah, that there's not content. Yeah, we're working on it. So I think
we're working on it, bro. We're working on it.
I think he just changed his bio. I'm getting him hooked up with a logo type thing so that he could put it on his profile pic.
Yes.
And then Chris was just telling me behind the scenes before we started that he's going to be working on some videos soon. So
yes.
We're all very excited for it, but we want to make it right so that it comes out correct on the first try around and not, like it took me a long time to find how I wanted to make my page. So I'm going to try to pass on all my experience to Chris so that he can get it right the first time around instead of the third or fourth. So yeah, man. So we're working on it though. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
We got it.
Coming, just like Deshaun, bro. It's coming.
Oh my god. You see the shit where he had the porn star in his apartment too, like playing basketball, like
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
And we know what happened there. Like,
this
God,
dude is like diabolically horny.
Dude, this dude is. I'm sorry. Like, and then one last thing on. They even was like he has been sending like on his Instagram. I don't know how they found this out, but it was reported that
he's sent
like over 100 random girls from massages. That is so creepy.
100.
There's something wrong with him.
And Houston apparently came out with something where that they were hooking him up with the hotel rooms where he could make this happen. So they were like aiding and abetting what was going on there. As far as his shenanigans went down, that Texas was in fact a part of it. So that's kind of concerning as well. Vinyl Dragon says, Chris, are you doing any reaction videos to edibles?
What's edible?
Like drugs.
You mean like edibles and drugs?
Like,
we talking about that kind of edibles? Then no.
Look. Black Santa is not the biggest supporter of drugs and alcohol.
Don't give a damn if you do it,
which is fine. Yeah, exactly. But it's just that he ain't on board with all of it. Plus, he just got a new job out there, so he can't be doing that shit when he's there's a possibility of being drug tested on the spot. You know what I mean? So
as well as coming down these chimneys and stuff can't be all fucked up coming down a chimney, bro.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to smoke a little weed to eat all those cookies, though. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. You take a dump right in their fucking bathroom because
Bro, can you imagine like if that was part of the Santa Claus tradition? Like he's eating all these cookies and milk and shit, and like where is he taking a shit?
Well,
he just shits on your roof. And you find it like
actually, here's a little secret. Just a little secret. All the Santas out here gonna be a little upset. So you actually have like those assless chaps. You have a little flap in the back of your pants. It's so you guys can't see it. It's somewhat magical. And what you do is when you get on the roof, you pop that shit down and you take a shit right on there and you cover it up with the snow, and then you're good to go. You're good to go.
Oh my god.
Little secret there.
That is amazing. I love it. I would love it even more if like you had to do some roof repairs in the middle of like June or July or some shit, and the guy goes up there, he's like, bro, there's like shit all over your roof. Like, are you going on your roof to take a shit? Nah. Black Santa just went on the roof and just shit everywhere. On your roof in particular. He's like, oh, fuck this dude.
Yeah, that would be freaking
Oh my
great.
god. That is really funny. I always what happened? You done fell out. We used to sit at the end of the block on the end of the block sipping 40s. It was beautiful. That hood couch had so many memories. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, I live that life right now. We got people with like
that life right now.
lawn chairs because it's summertime now. So everyone's whatever, but everyone's got like lawn chairs on the front of their apartment door or whatever, which is like I crack up because I'm like that is such a like a hood thing, and it just cracks me up. And it's just like, all right, it's cool. You got the lawn chair out. You just sitting back drinking a beer.
Yeah.
It's like usually you do that on your front lawn, though. Not in an
Yeah.
apartment complex.
Yeah.
The times have changed, I guess. I don't know.
I guess so, man. It has, bro. Times have just changed, brother. And at the same time, it stayed the same.
And yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna bring it to an end, though.
Yes.
I gotta go watch the Rangers play. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple hours. But hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate you. Catch us on the replay. We love you as always. We'll be here next Tuesday at 8. Hit that I already said it. Hit that like button. But as always, stay villainous and
fuck the fantastic